Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think Personal Branding. All right, 30th November 2022. Time right now is 2:30, 2:28 in the night, morning, whatever you call it. Okay. Today, apparently, in another few more minutes, Iran versus USA is going to play, and we are going to find out the result. It's a highly politicized match, highly, okay? But more than the tension of Iran versus USA, the game, I found this amazing, incredible story, which I thought, it's a real story, yeah? That's not fake. It's a real story, which I thought must be shared. And, it's very hard for me to get impressed by, certain news and happenings, and especially where USA is concerned. I'm a little, USA likes to portray itself as we are holier than thou, we are better than thou. Even though I hate that in the political arena, and yes, there are very many people who like to behave and act that way. One young man who is from USA, who's representing USA for football, he did something that absolutely blew my mind. Okay, and this is the story. Links are put down below. So, see, just to give you a context, a backstory. You have these two rivals, USA and Iran. Okay, they hate each other, literally. And okay, let's not get into the politics where Iran is bad or USA is bad. For me, it's same shit, different day. It's like, both are not saints. Both are doing what is right for them. And both are, playing their own games. Okay, and USA is not like we normally see these Hollywood movies where USA is good, Rambo, while Vietnam is bad, or China in Rocky, the Chinese guy is bad, or in Rocky, the Russian guy is bad. So USA is always the hero. Marvel comics, all American heroes. Just every country is evil. Okay. So in the same way, the USA has always been putting the narrative, we are the freedom, we are good people. Fine, whatever. Okay. I'm not saying it's all wrong, but USA is not perfect. Okay. USA has many flaws. Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, okay, let's not get there. All right. So now USA and Iran have their history. And if their history is not bad enough, now in the political arena, they're actually going to play football. Now, obviously, tensions are very high. Iran definitely doesn't want to lose to USA. And USA definitely would not want to lose to Iran because it's a matter of ego. Okay. And lately, if you see the political climate, you have, that 22-year-old Mahsa Amini who died in Iran because she didn't wear a scarf. And the moral police, they took her, seems they tortured her and she died. And because of which it has been a massive protest. It's been crazy. Okay. And a lot of Iranian people now are standing up against this government. They're not happy with it. Okay. So obviously, this is USA's great opportunity to, put their narrative, because obviously they would want Iran to be completely decimated. So they wouldn't miss an opportunity. So here, where football is concerned, they decided, we will rub a little salt. And how they did it? The US Soccer Federation changed Iran's flag on social media to show support for Iran. The USA displayed the Iranian flag on social media without the Islamic Republic emblem, okay, which means a lot to them because obviously your flag is your national pride. The flag was changed for 24 hours. Now, because of this, the Iranian media, they didn't like it and they asked for USA to be removed from the competition. Obviously, they're not going to do that. Okay. So now, this is one problem. The bigger problem is, why this makes it so tense, is in Qatar, the football league, the Group B, England is the highest in the 4 points. They will play with Wales, and a draw will see them progress and win the top of the group. Iran sits behind England, okay? And they will seek a win to USA, which guarantees them a qualification. But if USA wins, then they get eliminated. So it's a do or die. And obviously, if US loses, USA is eliminated. So it's either Iran or USA. Now, Iran is taking on USA or USA is taking on Iran in Group B clash. USA needs to win to advance and Iran needs to win to advance. Okay, fine. So now, this is where the actual article, this was a backstory. This is where the part that absolutely impressed me. You have a 23-year-old captain of the USA team, which is very shocking. I mean, he's 23 is college student, man. I deal with so many 23-year-olds on my group. I know how immature they are. So this young man, this 23-year-old, is not only the captain of the team, he's representing the team in the world arena. Just imagine that. How much pressure, and obviously this political pressure, don't lose to Iran, we don't, imagine how much the burden of responsibility. On top of that, now he is asked to appear and face the media. I don't know about you, but if I was 23-year-old, I would have said something stupid. I wouldn't know how to answer. This young boy, this young man, Tyler Adams, was asked in a FIFA World Cup press conference, by an Iranian reporter, because, Americans, they have their weird ass pronunciation. So instead of saying Iran, they say Iran, Iran, okay? They think their pronunciation is perfect, whatever, okay, their accent. So the reporter says, you say you support the Iranian people, okay? But you're clearly pronouncing our country's name wrong. By the way, I'll leave a video. I'll play the video after I just say this, so you can hear it. Okay, please, once and for all, can we get this clear? The reporter said. Now, Adams, he was pressed. Imagine publicly to address this. You say you support the Iranian people, but you can't pronounce the name. Okay, that's number one. And then the reporter tries to corner him, and this reporter is an idiot. He's saying, are you okay representing your country which has so much discrimination against black people in its own borders? Now, it's a legit question. Let's understand this one. It's not a wrong question. It's a legit question. What they're trying to rephrase is how he should have rephrased the reporter. You're talking so much about Iran. How about talking about the drawbacks about your own country? Like in the Bible they have. How can you talk about the small little pieces of twig in your brother's eye, a piece of wood or whatever, when there's a log in your own? You're blaming on the imperfection of others when you have quite a number of your own. This guy, I've actually seen the video, which I'll play after this. He was so cool, calm, and composed. And he said, my sincere apologies, to your country. That being said, there's discrimination everywhere you go. Good answer. Very good answer. Okay, fine. You can say he maybe was trained for it. But he further said, the one thing I've learned, especially from living abroad in the past years and having to fit in different cultures, that in USA, we are continuously making progress every single day. Through education, it is super important. Like you just educated me now on the pronunciation of your country. As long as you see progress, that's the important thing. Bravo. Me being 45, 46 years old, I was floored by this young man, this 23-year-old. Wow. What an incredible answer. If only we had more people of his age in his 20s to give such an answer. I have nothing but respect for this young man. Okay, politics is different, and yes, you can say, devil's advocate, we can play the game and say he was trained to say this. But that amount of maturity, cool-mindedness, and sincerity, that is why I'll be playing this video after I finish this. He said it so sincerely, man. Genuine guy. I sincerely hope there are more youngsters like him, because we need people like them that will change our world, our planet, and make it better. Obviously, as he grows older, his priorities will change. And if he gets into politics, he has to keep the higher powers happy. But for the answer that he gave, with the sincerity, the class, and his cool-mindedness, I have nothing but absolute respect. Now, does that mean I'm supporting USA against Iran? No, I'm not that kind. I'm not like, even if India, having an Indian passport, if India plays in Pakistan, I am not like India should win or Pakistan should lose. No, may the best team win. Game is game. So I don't know about you, but you let me know what you think of his response. Were you impressed by it? Were you not impressed? And yeah, I would love to know who wins, which I definitely will be very curious because this is a very tense moment. Having said that, watch the video now, the video of this man, and we'll conclude the video. So please do put your comments down below. And yeah, I'll tell you once again, I was blown away by this man's answer. Nothing but respect to him. He's an incredible human being, and he showed his integrity, his character, his maturity, which today very few young men have. Watch the video, his answer, and comment down below. This is me signing off.
You say you support the Iranian people, but you're pronouncing our country's name wrong. Our country is named Iran, not Iran. Please, once and for all, let's get this clear. Second of all, are you okay to be representing a country that has so much discrimination against black people in its own borders? And we saw the Black Lives Matter movement over the past few years.
My apologies on the mispronunciation of your country. Yeah, that being said, you know, there's discrimination everywhere you go. You know, one thing that I've learned, especially from living abroad in the past years and having to fit in different cultures, is that in the U.S. we're continuing to make progress every single day. I grew up in a white family with obviously an African American heritage and background as well. So I had a little bit of different cultures, and I was very easily able to assimilate in different cultures. So you know, not everyone has that ease and the ability to do that, and obviously it takes longer to understand, and through education I think it's super important, like you just educated me now on the pronunciation of your country. So yeah, it's a process. I think as long as you see progress, that's the most important thing.